Hello guys, so if you've been following along with any of my other videos, you'll know that some of the people that I'm helping with this are sometimes struggling to get connected with my server, and if they're using Mac, sometimes they don't have all of the tools installed in their machine. So I thought it'll be a good idea to do a little video about solving that problem, and I think the way to solve that problem is to use virtual machines. So I made a little list of what we're going to need. So what we're going to do with this video is I'm going to show you how to download Virtualbox, and I'm going to show you how to load a virtual machine into that. So you can run a virtual machine on your own computer, which will be completely separate, completely isolated from your operating system. So it's not like having a dual boot. You haven't got two operating systems on your computer, but you have got a machine that you can call upon that will work as a Linux machine, so you can practice Python and that kind of thing. And I thought for this particular purpose we're going to use Kali Linux. It's a Linux distribution based on Debian, and as we move further forward in this course, we're going to look at a little bit of penetration testing and internet security. And Kali Linux is Kali Linux, in my opinion, is the best operating system to go forward and do that with. So let's go to the Kali Linux download page. I'm just going to search for Kali download, and we should go to the official Kali Linux downloads page. Okay, kali.org, and what we're looking for is Virtualbox. I'm working on a 64-bit machine, so I'm going to download 64-bit. Let's just go to that page anyway. If I remember rightly, this page tricks you sometimes a little bit. Okay, yeah, when you first go to this page, it shows you the VMware images, and we're not going to use VMware. I'm going to use Virtualbox, so I'll make sure we click on that one. Like I told you, I'm using a 64-bit operating system, Windows, so this is the one that I'm gonna download. I'll start the download. Actually, I'm going to stop that download because I've already got one, and this could take a little while. Actually, it doesn't take that long. It says 18 minutes left. Okay, I'm going to leave that running. So the next place we need to go, we'll do a quick search for Virtualbox download. Help if I put my glasses on, I suppose. You can see here Virtualbox, it's version 6.1.6. I'm going to download the version for Windows hosts, but obviously you download the one that you want for your operating system. As you can see, I've actually already got it downloaded, so I've got it installed in my computer, so I'm not going to download this one. But this is where you need to go. While you're here, you'll want to download the extension pack also. So that's three things so far that we need to download. We need to download Kali Linux, we need to download Virtualbox, one of these platform packages, and we need to download this extension pack. Okay, and we're also going to click on this link here and leave that window open. Okay, I'll explain what that's about very shortly. So we have three things downloading, and as an optional thing, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go to 7-zip download page, just in case you haven't got anything on your computer that will unzip these packages. So the 7-zip download, we click on there, choose our operating system. Just got a slight interruption there. So we'll choose our operating system, choose the correct package. Obviously I'm on Windows 64-bit. This is the one that I would download. I've already got it, so I'm not going to download that. The next place we need to go, and this is not really an option, we need to go and search for hash my files download. Okay, hash my files calculate the MD5, SHA1, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to download that, take it from the Nursoft site. It's somewhere down the bottom here, if I remember rightly. Yep, there we go. Cool. I've already got that. So while we're waiting for these downloads to appear, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, we're back, and I've got all of my downloads in one place. Let's just check that we've got everything. I first downloaded Kali. I've then downloaded the Virtualbox. I downloaded an extensions pack for Virtualbox. I downloaded 7-zip again, and I downloaded hash my files. Now you'd notice that, possibly you'll notice that I've already unzipped these three because I already had them. I didn't download them again. But I did download hash my files again just so that I could show you how to unzip this particular type of thing. So we got 7-zip. It's an executable. We can double click on that. It will install anyway. Okay. And I'm not going to install it because I've already got it installed on my system. Okay, so I want to unzip hash my files. And I'm going to right click and we'll see that we've got 7-zip here. I'm going to tell it to extract here, so it'll extract hash my files into that directory. I'm then going to just delete this because, whoops, we don't need it anymore. Okay. Okay, so that's gone. So now we've got everything here that we need to start working. I'm not going to bother with this readme text. Okay, cool. So if you remember, we went to the download pages and I mentioned that we might want to look at this page with the checksums. Okay, so it wouldn't be much of a security professional if we didn't check out that the packages that we downloaded from the internet are actually the packages that we wanted. And so each manufacturer or each producer of these packages gives us a checksum. It's a SHA-256 checksum that we can have a look and make sure that the file that we've got matches the signature of the file that they intended for us to get. Okay, the reason for this, let's for example, we're on the Offensive Security website and we're downloading a Kali Linux virtual machine, but that doesn't come directly from Offensive Security. It might come from a mirror site, and anywhere between the mirror site and your computer, that there could be some sort of interference, there could be some sort of corruption on the way, and we just want to make sure that we've got what we're supposed to have. So you can see on the Offensive Security site, they also give us the SHA-256 checksum. Okay, so let's go to back. Sorry, I just dropped that down. Okay, let's open this because we're going to check now to see if we've got the right files. They've not been corrupted on the root. Okay, so go to View. Choose columns. We're not interested in anything apart from file name and SHA-256, so we can just deselect everything. All the way to the bottom. File name and SHA-256. Okay, so they're the only two things that we can see. That's great. Okay, so they're all equally important, but the first one I'm going to do, because I know it's going to take a little time, is I'm going to drag Kali into this white space here, and that'll start working away and calculating the checksum. You can see at the bottom here it's 1%, 2%. That's going to take a while, so I'm just going to pause the video quickly while we wait for that to do its job. Okay, so we've now got a calculation of the SHA. Let's just hover over that and see if it'll shows it. If not, doesn't really matter. We can right click and we can copy the SHA-256, perhaps put it into Notepad, Control V, excellent. And now we can compare it with the some that they gave us on the offensive security website. So we can see it begins with 1F1F480. Let's have a look. Ooh, there we go. Okay, 1F1F480C, blah blah blah. See the 3's in the middle, and we can look at the end. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty confident that the download that I received was the download that offensive security actually expected me and hoped that I would receive. Okay, we can do the same thing with the Virtualbox extension pack and with the Virtualbox. Let's look at what we need to do next. So we need to install Virtualbox. We'll start at the bottom and we'll work our way up. So we've got Virtualbox installed. I've actually got it installed. We can open it, and this is the page that we'll see. Cool. Before I start doing anything, I'm going to install the extension pack. Asked me to reinstall. Don't want to reinstall it, but that's what you would do if this is a fresh install. Okay, cool. So let me drop that down. This is Virtualbox, and we're going to import the Kali Linux machine. It's pretty simple. It asked us to import. We're going to go and get the machine. That was in on our desktop in new downloads. There we go, Kali Linux machine. Open, and there it is. It knows that it's a Debian machine. It knows it's Kali rolling. The defaults, I think we're fine with that. We're going to agree to that. And that'll import our machine. Might take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, and that didn't take too long. It actually took about 4 or 5 minutes. So now we can see that we've got a Kali machine ready to run on our Windows machine. This will work just as well on Mac or any other Linux machine. So let's click Start and we'll see what this thing looks like. It's going to boot up for the very first time. It's exciting. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, and we see the beautiful dragon. It's always a nice thing to see. When you're used to using this operating system, you see that dragon appear and you know that you've got something exciting coming along. And it's opened up. Okay, so before I sign in, I'm just gonna make some changes to the settings. Okay, so we'll click on Machine and Settings. And we can certainly go to the display. I'm going to go to about 150. And let's see what difference that makes. Okay. Yeah. Do I like that? Not sure. Okay. Well, I'm not going to mess around with those settings too much, and I'm going to drop this down. We've now got a Kali Linux machine. It's only taken up a part of the screen, so I'm going to press Control, but the Control on the right hand side of the keyboard, not the one on the left. So right Control and F. And that is going to bring up the machine as a full screen. Okay, so it looks like I'm running a Linux machine. To sign in, the username is Kali, and the password is also Kali. We log in. Let's wait for that to spark up. Okay, and we've got a machine working. So there are two very important things we need to do right now. So I've opened a terminal and I can change my password. It's just a good practice. So the current password was Kali. I'm going to type my new password. Press enter. I'm going to type it again. Okay, so we've changed our password, and the next thing that we're going to need to do is to update and possibly upgrade the packages that we have installed on this particular machine. This machine was released for download way back in, I think, January or February of 2020, so it's been out there for a couple of months, and it's going to need to update some of its packages. So what we're going to need to do is type sudo. Sudo stands for super user do, so that gives us admin privileges if we know the password. So apt-get update. We hit enter and it's going to ask us for the password. Okay, cool. So the password that I've just entered, and it's working. What it's doing now is it's gone into the repositories and it's checking through the list to see if there are any new versions of packages for me. We'll give that a few minutes. Okay, so it's now read all of the package listings and it knows what needs to be updated or upgraded. So we're going to run a very similar command, sudo apt-get upgrade. And I would just want to see how much of an upgrade this machine really needs. So it's going to have a look, and it's, ooh, oh my god, quite a lot. It's telling me, if we look down here at the bottom left hand side, that there are 130 megabytes of space if I download and install all of these packages. I'm going to do it. And I would advise you to do it. Sometimes this breaks the virtual machine and you have to reload it again, but why not? So we just press enter and it's going to work away, and I can guarantee from experience that this is going to work away for about another 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, I've restarted the video there because we've had a lot of failures. And always try to take notice of what Linux is telling you. It says here we're unable to fetch some archives, bloody. So it says here maybe run apt-get update, which we already did, so we're going to do that again anyway, or try with fix missing. So okay, let's do that. Let's run apt-get update again. Okay, I think there's a problem with the internet connection. That's probably all it is. So we're reading the lists. Failed. Okay, we'll try again. And we can see we've got a temporary problem. We can't resolve the website that we need to resolve. It's failing. I'm going to give it 10 minutes and try it again. Okay, well that's not working, so I don't think the problem is actually at my end. I think the problem is with the repositories. They're probably very busy. At the kali.org end, so it doesn't really matter. It says here that they've been ignored or they're going to use the old ones instead. Not a problem. I'm going to run that again another day. So I'm going to type clear to clear the screen, and we can start using our Kali machine. Okay, well I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have found it helpful, please like and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you again in another video soon.